In Bloons Tower Defense 6, there is an achievement called All for One and One for One, where you have to beat hard mode with only one tower allowed on the screen at any one time. This is usually seen as one of the easier achievements, mainly because all you have to do to beat it is like get down a 052 Pirate Lord and you instantaneously claim victory. It's actually a relatively easy achievement, and the reward is a monkey knowledge point, which is also pretty good. But I posted a video around a month ago where I tried to find out how far I could go with maximum modifiers in Bloons Tower Defense 6. I got to around 151 before dying. But Brazio, how is this relevant to the All for One and One for One achievement? Well, at the end of this video I said, if you want to see me do this challenge but with minimum modifiers but only one tower allowed with pops, then also ask me in the comments. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the video that I'm going to be doing today. And at the beginning of this, I really did think this would only take me like 2 or 3 hours. I mean, my plan was to get a Navarch of the Seas or some other strong Paragon, and just like AFK for a while until I had claimed victory, maybe on round 300. What a fool I was. The average hard game in BTD6 takes up around 9 to 12 minutes. Meanwhile, my run showing on the screen here took me 18 hours. I'm not even kidding. Look at this. 18 hours and 8 minutes of straight footage, not sped up at all. And that's after removing the OBS opening and closing bits at the end and beginning of each recording. The last recording I actually left overnight because I was so sick of doing this that I just decided to AFK to the final round. Although I'm not going to spoil that because that's boring. I literally had to record this video for so long that between round 730 and 780, OBS actually stopped recording because I ran out of storage on my computer. So I had to go into files and delete like half the videos that I had from like half a year ago because I never actually deleted those off my computer from old YouTube videos. But that's enough about me rambling about useless crap. The real question here is, Brazio, why the Navarch of the Seas? Can't you use the Ace Paragon, or the Ninja Paragon, or hell, even the VTSG? You made a video on that, like, sometime in the past 8 months. Turns out the VTSG can go further than the Bow Paragon, yes, but that's not only one tower getting every single pop. Technically, more than one tower is getting every single pop here, but that's fine because this is just the build up to the Paragon. No one really cares about the first 100 rounds. But that does actually leave a good question. Why the Boat Paragon? Because the Ace Paragon and the Ninja Paragon, they're both pretty good contenders. I mean, the Ninja Paragon can even go further than the Ace in late game. It got to like 242, meanwhile the Ace got to 241. Those were tests done by ISAB in his Degree 1 vs Degree 100 Paragon series. With the new Paragon of Power Monkey knowledge point when it came out, he tested all the Paragons, and Ninja, confirmed, goes further than the Ace Paragon. Although, that was because the Ace Paragon is a lot less reliable than the Ninja is in its targeting, because the Ace is heavily microable, plus it has an ability. Meanwhile, the Ninja, it slows stuff down, and it has 25% bad HP reduction, which is both very useful. But I chose the Navarch of the Seas for one reason, and one reason only, the fact that it has the Hookin. I'm just kidding, Hookin is useless when there's like 30 bads on the screen at one time. I will say this though, even if the Ninja Paragon has 25% reduction on the bad's HP, I just did not think it would have enough late game DPS to actually fend off round like 800. It might have, but I was not going to bother checking. That leaves two towers, the Ace Paragon and the Boat Paragon. Now the Ace Paragon only died at round 241 because it can't hit every balloon on the screen at once. Like, it can't be on top of every balloon on the screen for maximum damage. Meanwhile, the boat is a lot more consistent, plus it has that bad one-shot ability, which is very useful. But that's less useful here, and the Ace's ability is actually more useful. Plus, if the bads are slowed down, then they're all grouped together, meaning that the Ace is more effective, and its ability is more effective. Also, the Ace is less likely to miss. But overall, I decided to just choose the Bow Paragon because 9 rounds is significant in HP, and I just decided that it would be a lot funnier to have the bow Paragon instead of the ace, because I did not want to do all that micro. Now moving on to the second order of business that I wanted to talk about in this video, Update 46. The TAC Paragon looks incredible, amazing, exquisite. However, I would be a little more excited if I hadn't posted my last video 4 days ago. See, I tried to see how far every degree 1 Paragon could get. They got to around 280, that's pretty good. And then the very next day, Ninja Kiwi teases their next Paragon that they're going to be releasing in less than a week. Come on. You gotta admit that's funny. I literally uploaded a video about seeing how far every Paragon in the game can go with degree 1. Ninja Kiwi saw me upload that video, and then they said, "Quick! Get everyone in here! We need to film this video in 2 hours and upload it by tonight, otherwise we're never going to be able to ruin this kid's day." And so they threw Sam in a Santa hat and beard, and then they recorded the whole thing in 5 minutes, edited it in 10, made the thumbnail in 15, and posted it by the time I went to bed that night. And I woke up and my happiness was instantly destroyed. And I will just say this, if you've made it this far in the video, which, wow, incredible, 6 whole minutes, I didn't even know you had an attention span that long, I am going to have to ask you to subscribe. I know I don't want to be that guy, but if I get to 3k by the end of the year, which at this point I'm feeling is unrealistic, then I'm going to reveal my elbow. Why the elbow? No idea. I don't want to keep you here for much longer, mostly because I'm getting sick and tired of just speeding up the ending of my recordings for watch hours. My last video, where I had like a whole thing about wanting to maximize watch hours, I got less watch hours than average. Which is actually really interesting to me, considering that it was a pretty good music video, except I talked at the beginning and ends, which is, it really is frustrating that people do that nowadays. Anyway, instead, what we're going to do is montage through the next 700 rounds to see where we finally die. $1,000 rounds, 225 billion pops, and $3 million made. Also, the Quincy NFT got $10 million, which is pretty nice. My final thoughts on this challenge. Did this suck? Yes. Would I recommend it? No. Could you get further? Absolutely. Because with the Ace Paragon, the abilities are a 5% cooldown, right? Because it's minimum modifiers. So we can use the Ace ability 20 times more than usual. So I'll tell you what. If you get this video to 1,000 likes, I will do this again with the Ace Paragon. Oh my god. I reckon round 1,300 could be possible with the Ace because it just does so much damage. but 2000 is not happening. It is absolutely not happening with one tower. Maybe with a full late game setup, but not with one tower. That is it from me for this video, and I will see you in the next one.